Still to go. Third down now.
Yellow.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Real quick. Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now the first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. John.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his 4th consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 59 yards. And the Chiefs go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, that team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Down the left sideline, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
43!
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a loose football. And the Ravens have got it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Given 7 there on the second run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7. Henry up the middle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Real quick.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The completion on first didn't get much. You know, the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. That is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind current or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
On 3rd down, Henry. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 39 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
And you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last chance. Here we go. Come on. That's my high.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Inside handoff, Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. So halftime is upon us.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Now it's Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
George Karlaftis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson going to keep it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Bulldozes past him. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take this
the following presentation of the National Football League.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him. And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw held in by Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look, a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 44 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Now Jackson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Again to Henry. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Again, it's Henry. Now he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
17. Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Third down and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The toss right to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's caught left side by the tight end, Ray. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll be caught by Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up.
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
So halftime is upon it. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now, they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To throw is Jackson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31.
Baltimore, first down.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front. It's incomplete.
A touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Henry. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when I look looked down. He was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
It was Bryant Cook who made the tackle.
Brings up second
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't.
And now here's another interception. And this one will be brought back.
I just want to rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Welcomes you.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford going to put it up right away. Short throw, it's Higbee. Still fighting. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Stafford Now he's going to step up and run. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua, 26 yards. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off on a touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
6 yards. And that's 3rd down.
Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again is Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Stafford. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. They'll get this complete to Whittington. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Kyron Williams from 8 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Ravens kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense heading out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 22
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 85 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On his loop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Lady!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Blue 60, like 22. 20 high.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
250.
Now it's Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Stafford. And that is going to be off target and incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180. Stop.
They go back to the ground with Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stafford. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Complete to Likely. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
All right, Brant. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I start to think it was a good idea. And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, this stage of the second half, interesting. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's fourth down.
They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And we'll get this just across the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First and 10 at the
Jackson.
47-yard line.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble, and gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Rams' 10-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. how does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. Here's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
22.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to 1st.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that 1st after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's not. 180. It's not.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 52 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Rams 22.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That one into the hands of Flowers. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect
protect the lead. Usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.